Hi guys, welcome to this video. I'm Prashad. I'm the founder of Wordpandit, bringing this series of videos to you. Daily vocabulary from newspapers, Indian and international. Just a quick context. I'll take 30 seconds of your very valuable time here. You've got to learn words which appear in newspapers, in publications, words that we read. And that is the purpose behind this initiative. These are not random words. These are not words of my preference. These are words which appear in publications. So if you study these words, you develop word power, which is practically important. Hence, it's very, very important to subscribe to our channel, consume this content on a daily basis, and show some love. I can see you guys have not been showing love to me over the last few days. Please do so. Let me serve this awesome content for you. But all I ask for in exchange is like, share, subscribe. Let your friends know about it. Let school kids know about it, that this kind of vocab content is going online. It's the best kind of vocabulary content on the internet. And I need your help. So that is, I'm done with my plea here. I hope you guys help me in reaching out to a broader audience. Let's get started. Daily vocabulary from newspapers. As I said, this is a full-fledged section in our website. We put up these words on a daily basis. You can go and explore the previous archives as well. Also, along with these daily words, where are we picking these up from? We are picking them up from modern day newspapers and publications. From these publications, we feature 4 articles on a daily basis. Readlight.in, it's our reading web app. 4 of the best articles published on the internet, curated and selected by me on a daily basis. All you've got to do is log on to readlight.in. Absolutely free of cost. Can you believe it? There is finally something in life which is absolutely free, no strings attached. So that's what you can do. You can consume here these articles, and along with this, our daily vocab also has daily quizzes. Just imagine the kind of effort we are putting in on a daily basis. If you match us on that effort, on the amount of effort we are putting in content creation, if you put in that effort in content consumption, you will grow as a learner. That is my commitment to you, right? So let's get started with the 10 words for today. Rapid fire round. We'll go through them one by one, tuck, 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 tuck. 10 words in super quick time. First word, stoutly. To stand stoutly is to stand like this person, right? Now, if I try to stand stoutly, it will look a little odd because my horizontal proportions are greater than my vertical proportions, unfortunately, but still I can give it a shout. I can give it a try. This is what it is to stand stoutly in this visibly erect manner, right? In a determined or forceful way. So when you stand stoutly against something in a protest, that means you are standing against it in a determined manner, in a forceful manner. You are putting up stout representation. Now, next, calamities. In this global environment of climate change, we are seeing greater and greater calamities come upon us, unfortunately. Great disaster, misfortune causing immense suffering or loss. The village faced numerous calamities during the hurricane season. Floods, that's a natural calamity. Earthquakes, they are a natural calamity. That is what we call them. That's the most common usage for calamities. Enthrall is the next word. To captivate or charm completely, to hold spellbound. So when you enthrall someone, you spellbound them. You capture them. To enthrall someone, generally your lovers enthrall you. They capture you completely. They captivate you. And more than lovers, I feel you see enthralling performances where you see them in cinema. Have you ever gone to a film where you've gone to a multiplex, and remember, the experience of watching a film in a multiplex is completely different from watching a film on your sofa lying down with a full box of popcorns lying on your stomach. Isn't quite the same feeling. But when you go to a cinema, a multiplex, and you experience this film, for me such a film would be Inception, you experience it and you come outside and you feel, oh, the hair are rising on my arms. There is something that touched you. You were captivated. You were enthralled by that cinema, right? So that is what enthralling is. Now, next word, salvage. You have salvage yards. Now, what are these salvage yards? To rescue or recover something from loss, damage or ruin. So in salvage yard, For example, you have all these old cars which are thrown in, they rip them apart piece by piece and they try to recover as much as they can, whatever parts can be used, right, reused. So that's a salvage yard. To salvage something is to rescue or recover something from loss, damage or ruin. To salvage a situation, for example, you've had a slip of tongue, you've said something that you should not have said. So what will you try to do? You will try to salvage the situation in that particular case. Next word, disproportionate. Now, disproportionate, obviously, the moment you hear the word disproportionate, the sentiment that comes to mind is wealth. People are tried for disproportionate assets according to their income. So government servants who have disproportionate assets according to their income, that means their income does not justify the assets that they have, which means where did this income or this money come from? It's black money, money of corruption, bribery. They took this money under the table. So that is what disproportionate is. When there is a difference between what is expected and what actually turns out, unbalanced or not in proper proportion. Next is discursive. We can almost say that this discussion is a little discursive in nature, because of which reason? We are jumping from one word to the other, one word to the other, to the next word, to the next word, to the next word. Now in conversation, but there is a common thread, we are studying words. But if in conversation, we've all seen these kinds of people who are talking about what they had for a meal yesterday, and then all of a sudden they'll talk about their boss, and then all of a sudden they'll talk about their distant memories of their past, and then they would go back to their childhood memories, and then they would snap back to the present. They will keep jumping from one topic to the other, and you, poor fellow, standing in front of them would be lost for coherence. You'll not be able to understand what they're saying. Discursive is moving from one topic to another in a detailed, often digressive manner. You keep jumping from one topic to the other. You go through one topic, but you go through it in a lot of detail. Digressive is to jump from one topic to the other, right? So that is what it is. Discursive can also be used at times on occasions for something in detail. So when you have a very detailed discussion about something, we can also say that it's a discursive discussion. Next word, contradictions. Now what's a contradiction? This is an easy word, a word that you should know. A contradiction is a combination of ideas, statements, actions that are opposed to one another, leading to a conflict or inconsistency. I think the very idea of a marriage is contradiction, right? Husband and wife contradictory to each other. So when something is in opposition, a combination of ideas, statements, actions that are opposed to one another, generally we see with our politicians, what they say and what they do is in contradiction to each other. It never happens what they say, right? Next is substantive. What is substantive? Something which has substance. Now, substantive is used a lot in legal context, because in the legal context, you need arguments with substance, with substantial proof. You cannot have an empty argument and win a legal battle, right? So having substance, significant, meaningful, essential. Her arguments were substantive, backed by well-researched facts and examples, right? Next word, indignant. What is indignant? Feeling or showing anger, annoyance as what is perceived as unfair treatment. So if you feel you've been treated unfairly, you would feel indignant. For example, the poor in this country, the farmers in this country generally feel indignant at what is being, the treatment that is being meted out to them that is not fair in nature. The last word, perfidious. This one, I'll give you an easy context to remember. Deceitful and untrustworthy. The last girl or boy who left you, cheated on you, was perfidious in nature. As simple as that. Deceitful, untrustworthy. That's the simple context to remember this from. Very good mnemonic trick, memory trick to remember this word. I hope you've gone through these 10 words, noted down everything which is important, and you will go to the website, read the detailed article, take the daily quiz. It's a circle of learning. Watch this video, be motivated, go read the article. From the article, go take the quiz. It's a circle that you complete, and that completes your learning on a daily basis. Thank you very much for watching this video, and happy learning.